Good to go.
All right, we are reconvened from our closed session and would ask someone to give us a motion to certify that closed session.
Mr. Mayor, I propose a resolution to certify that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempt from open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed in the closed session to which this certification resolution applies. And only such public business matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed session were heard, discussed, or considered by the council.
Okay?
A second.
All right, got a motion made and second that we certify our closed session. Any concerns, comments? I doubt it. Ms. Kim, please.
Vice Mayor Freeman. Vice Mayor Freeman.
I'm sorry.
Councilwoman Emmett. Aye. Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Councilman Fye.
Aye.
Councilman Hucks.
Aye.
Councilwoman Bunting.
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
All right, thanks, Kim. Let's, we have an item to add to new business. Item 3. Here, are you prepared to?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I propose an ordinance making additional appropriations and transfer for fiscal year 2024 in the Special Revenue Grant Fund and authorizations for the city manager to execute the settlement agreement.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do as our third item under new business. So you probably be saying that again. Okay, let's move on to audience for visitors. Is there anyone in the audience?
I need to make
I'm
a
sorry.
second on that.
We need to vote.
I'll second that.
Thank you.
Motion.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, we do need to vote. You're right. And it was a second also?
Angie.
Okay. All right, Ms. Kim?
Vice Mayor Freeman.
Aye.
Councilwoman Emmett.
Aye.
Councilman Southall.
Aye.
Councilman Fye.
Aye.
Councilman Hucks.
Aye.
Councilwoman Bunting.
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Now we can move to our audience for visitors and ask if there's anyone in the audience who would address council. Ms. Hebert, is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
All right.
Hello.
Welcome.
My name is Megan Hebert. I wrote something, so I'm just going to read it. So, I'd like to start with what works well in Poquoson from my point of view. There's so much to do. I live on Forest Road, so I can walk to the playground, the pool, with those beautiful new sidewalks that were put in after I moved in, which was great. I really enjoy, I like driving by all the new homes being built right around the corner from here. I wish I could move there because I want a pool in my neighborhood, but that's okay. What I did come here today was discuss what's going to happen with all these new homes in addition to the ones that are being built at the end of Forest Road, which is more traffic. I live on Forest Road, specifically the end closest to Poquoson Avenue, and frequently I'm out front with my kids. I have like 4 tree swings out front, so we're always out front, and there is always speeders going up and down the road. Sometimes I do nothing. One time it was a teenager and I ended up walking down to see, and they were out front, and I was like, please don't egg my house, but I did say something. But most of the time I fear of saying something because I don't want teenagers to do what they do best, which is to wreak havoc after you do that. So what I have done is put cones on the white line that's on the side of the road, not in the middle of the road, not even in the road, but on the white line. And my neighbor said that he's done that before and that the police came and said that it's blocking or impeding traffic flow. We can't do that. So I work in healthcare, and we're always saying have a questioning attitude when something doesn't seem right, and that's what I did because that didn't make sense to me. And I called the non-emergency number this past weekend, and I asked them to come out, and 2 squad cars did come out, and we had a conversation. And they said I could not leave the cones there, but what I could do is pull my van into the, if you're not familiar with Forest Road, in the beginning there's like an easement where cars can park on the side and then the road. So they said I could park my car on the side and then put cones around that. And I was like, okay, but then now that's really blocking view because my kids are primarily riding their bikes right there. So I didn't want to argue with them, so I just said okay, and I put the cones away, and we went and did something else. So that is my biggest concern. Let's see. So I'm here tonight to ask the council to review any laws or regulations that prohibit cones alerting drivers on a residential street, whether it be the green turtles or an orange traffic cone, that those should be allowed. If they're not in the road, they should serve as a visual cue that, hey, I need to be paying attention, similar to, all of the construction work. It would serve the same purpose. I would also say that if someone was to complain, which is what I've heard has happened and why they don't allow it, that the rebuttal would be someone's life is far more important than the inconvenience of a road that's 25 miles per hour that you might have to slow down to 15 miles per hour to get around children playing. I also would ask that the council review with the police department how often they are actually patrolling and running radar and writing tickets. I drive to Norfolk General 5 days a week. At all hours, I'm a manager, so I work random shifts. And I frequently see them sitting at, let's see, I wrote it down. They're always sitting at that lighthouse business right before it turns into Hampton. They're always sitting where the Poquoson Dance Academy used to be, and they're always sitting at like the water treatment plant on Little Florida Road. They're just sitting there. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're running radar, but I always see them there. I never see them having pulled someone over. I can't say what they're doing. I do know that when they're running to a call, there'll be 2, 3, 4, 5 patrol cars going somewhere. So I know that they're out. I just never see them enforcing traffic. I used to live in York County, and I heard a long time ago that if you were going 38 miles per hour when it switched from 55 to 35, you were going to get a ticket. I don't experience that living here in Poquoson for the last 4 years. I don't see anybody getting pulled over, and other than my passion about just driving safely, I think you could speed and get away with it very frequently in Poquoson. Another thing that I would ask for the council is to adopt speed enhancement fines for residential areas. York County has a $200 speed enhancement fine. It's placard on all of their residential areas. It says residential area, speed enhancement, $200 fine. I think that would be another deterrent. I know I see on Facebook all the time people, get into car accidents. They hit power poles. I saw one happen like a month ago. Power goes out for half the community with an unknown amount of time to resolve that, or that bend near the middle school that seems to be a hot spot of traffic issues, and then all of the lower half of Poquoson can't leave. I would beg to say that most of that is from speed causing those accidents. So my ask is that there would be follow-up with the police department and what they're doing to limit speeding and to consider those speed enhancement fines. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hebert. Just to let you know, we're hearing you, but we don't do questions and answers under orders for visitors, but the manager is feverishly writing over here, so. But, it's always good when we have a resident comes out with a concern, and we always want to address it. Thank you. Okay, let's move on to some minutes from our regular session, May the 13th, 2024.
Mr. Mayor, I move approval of the regular session minutes, May 13, 2024.
Okay,
Second.
motion made and seconded. We adopt those minutes. Any concerns, comments, any questions? If not, Ms. Kim?
Councilman Hugs?
Aye.
Councilman Southall?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman? Councilwoman Emmett?
Aye.
Councilwoman Bunting?
Aye.
Councilman Fye?
Aye.
Mayor Hissel? Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's move on to item G. It is a public hearing. It has to do with school board appointments. Ms. Kim?
Currently, we have 10 applications that have been turned in. Kristen Call in the Western Precinct, Jesse Maxwell in the Central, Melissa Bartlett in
Ms. Healy?
Eastern. Yes.
Kim, hold.
Let the mayor
Yep,
go ahead and
yep.
open the hearing
Yeah, we're
first.
going to open the public hearing, and now let you,
I got like 2 names in, and then I was like, he didn't.
okay.
Start over, please.
Okay, I have for you. Kristen Call, Western, Jesse Maxwell, Central, Melissa Bartlett, Eastern, Cameron Childress, Eastern, Sarah Sutton, Eastern, Amy Ensley, Western, Christopher Burbidge, Western, Kara Joyce, Eastern, Mary Nelson, Western, and Maria Heldreth, Western.
Okay, does any member of council have any other names? Okay, none from council, none from the audience, okay. Close the public hearing, there's no action required, we'll move on to new business. First item, resolution canceling the second meeting of the months of June, July, and August 2024. How fast this goes.
Mr. Mayor, I propose a resolution canceling the second meeting of the months of June, July, and August 2024.
Okay? Second. All right, we have a motion made and second that we adopt the resolutions. Any concerns, comments, questions? Not hearing any. Ms. Kim, please.
Councilman Southall,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman,
Aye.
Councilman Hucks,
Aye.
Councilwoman Bunting,
Aye.
Councilman Fye,
Aye.
Councilwoman Emmett,
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
All right, thank you, ma'am. On to item 2, under new business, a resolution closing city offices on July the 5th, 2024, in observance of the 4th of July holiday. Did you want to address that, Randy? I think it's a great idea, by the way.
It was yours to be,
Okay.
it was, last year, several of the communities in Hampton Roads, perhaps across the state, did an extra day. I can't remember, I think last time July 4th was on a Tuesday, and there was an intervening Monday, it may have been a Thursday, Friday, but anyway, those decisions are typically made very, very much towards the end of June, and we remarked that we didn't have enough time to react to that, so the mayor asked me to sort of put that on our tickler the next time that it lined up as either a Monday, Tuesday kind of holiday or a Thursday, Friday, and so this is brought at the mayor's request with our firm support.
And the reason for the request is that, the staff is, we only have a handful of people that are here on that day, number one. And so production is just, not quite there. So I thought the right thing to do, I think council would think it's the right thing to do, is we add that day as a holiday for our folks. That way they don't have to take sick leave, they don't have to take annual leave or whatever other kind of leave that there is. I just think it's proper. Close it up on the 5th and folks come back to work on it. Randy pointed out, they're doing it all around us, and it's another perk for our staff that will deserve it.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I propose a resolution closing city offices on July 5th, 2024, in observance of July 4th holiday.
Okey-doke.
Second.
All right, motion made and second that we adopt that resolution. Any concerns or comments, any questions? If not, Ms. Kim?
I have a few
I'm
comments,
sorry,
Mr. Mayor.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. We have many holidays where we take the Monday off, Monday preceding or after the holiday where we have government employees take off, okay? That's one of the most important holidays of the year for this. We're going to have a Monday off in observance of a holiday. The 4th of July should be the first one we pick. So that's, I hope we have a 7-0 vote on it.
We're going to have it in just a minute. Okay. All right, we have a motion made and seconded. And Ms. Kim?
Councilwoman Bunting,
Aye.
Councilman Fye,
Aye.
Councilman Southall,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman,
Aye.
Councilman Hucks,
Aye.
Councilwoman Emmett,
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
All right, thanks, Kim. Let's move on to our new item number 3. Mr. Vice Mayor?
Mr. Mayor, I propose an ordinance making additional appropriations and transfer for fiscal year 2024 in the Special Revenue Grant Fund and authorization for the city manager to execute the settlement agreement.
Okay. All right, our motion made and second that we adopt that resolution as well. Any other comments, any questions? Okay, Kim?
Councilman Fye,
Aye.
Councilwoman Bunting,
Aye.
Councilwoman Emmett,
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman,
Aye.
Councilman Southall,
Aye.
Councilman Hucks,
Aye.
Mayor Hessel.
Aye.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
All right, thank you, Kim. Mr. Manager, any comments?
No comments other than to say on behalf of the staff, thank you very much for your decisions regarding new business items.
Okay, start down there with Bud.
Okay, I'd just like to thank the people who came out to the council tonight to pay attention to the city government and to thank the people at home doing the same thing. Okay? It's very important that you pay attention to your government. It's here for you, and we work for you. I encourage everyone in the city to apply for the various boards and commissions, okay? If you like the way we do things in the city, be a part of it, okay? And consider the school board, okay? That's another one. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bud. Angie?
A few meetings ago, I had talked about the amazing summer camp schedule that Parks and Recreation had put out, released for the city. And tonight, I would like to highlight the public library. I received their newsletter for the summer. And I just want to say that the programs that they have offered for the summer they're interactive, they're exciting, they pull in a lot of STEM, mad science, they have STEM fairs, you can get kits for adventure vehicles and for tie-dye, and there's a partnership with AIAA, which is the Aeronautics and Astronautics of Hampton Roads, for spectroscopes and foam gliders, and it's free. These are free, and they're exciting opportunities for kids, for teenagers. There's Capture the Flag and Expedition Escape. So I really encourage families in the community to take advantage of this programming.
Bunch of them. Thank you for bringing that. David?
Thank you.
Did you say David or Debbie?
David. Did it sound like David?
Sorry, it did sound like Debbie.
I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Thank you, Gordon. Thank you, Deb. We have a special guest with us tonight. I'd like to recognize Councilwoman Emmett's daughter, Maggie. She's here with us tonight. She's watching her mama's service to her community. Thankful she could be with us tonight, and she's taking notes in preparation for the possibility of sitting up here to dais one day. So thank you, Maggie, for being with us.
Debbie.
Thank you. I would just like to say thanks to all at Post 273 for the memorial service yesterday, for all the community members that attended, families, guest speakers. It really takes a lot to put that on for our city, and I'm very appreciative that they do that, and always it's very heartfelt attending that, so thanks. And I can't believe we're here again, but the next time we meet, school will be over. So we're nearing the end of the school year. It's been a really quick year. Congratulations to all the accomplishments of the students, the teachers, faculty, and staff. Sports teams, spring sports are now in playoffs. I do know that our baseball team won. They were in Nandua. They're probably on their way home right now, so they won that game. That was the original playoff, so congratulations to them. And all the other spring sports and the playoffs they're in. For Little League, they're entering playoffs, tournament play, where they'll be going out of the city to represent us. So congratulations, and best wishes to them as they compete. And I think that's about it. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you.
Just one thing, I don't mean to spill the beans here or make an announcement ahead of time, but I believe come this fall, now that school is almost over, when school reconvenes, there'll be a new playground down at the Poquoson Elementary School. And I'd like to thank the mystery person who I quoted on the meetings I was in for that, and that was Maggie over there, as to giving input as to exactly what the students want. It's one thing for a bunch of older people to sit around and this is what we need, but it's great to have someone that actually is out there playing it. Unfortunately, she's moving up to 6th grade next year, won't be able to benefit from it, but her sister will.
Good, good. All right, anything else? I'm sorry I missed our Memorial Day service, but I was excited to be in Parksley on the Eastern Shore. Do theirs, and it was exciting. Those folks are really charged up on Memorial Day. So anyway, I had a good time. It made me feel most welcome, and they're just good people. It is, and I said this to them yesterday when I called to find out who the contacts were going to be. First man that answered the phone was really gruff. I thought, well, this is not going to be a good conversation, so when I introduced myself, told him what I was asked to do, and he said, I know exactly who you need to talk to. He said, just hold on a minute, I'll get their number. So he came back and he gave me the phone number, and he said, if they're not there, call me back, I have another number. So they weren't there. I called him back. He said, well, the person you want to talk to is at the hardware store. Here's the number for the hardware store. He hangs out there all the time. So I called the hardware store, and he wasn't at the hardware store either. So the guy at the hardware store told me that he said, I'm going to give you the phone number to the town office. And so I ended up talking to the town office, to a really, really nice lady who supplied me with everything I need, but it was quite a trip to get all those folks, but had a good time doing it. Yes, sir.
I just want to make a couple of comments. One, I'd like to suggest that we go to our summer city shirts for at least through September.
Absolutely.
And I was also going to comment on, we had, I think, 6 of the 7 of us, and you were engaged elsewhere, as well as a manager out there yesterday. It was really good. And all our brave citizens stood out there in the rain.
Yeah. They were dry on the Eastern Shore.
And that's all I have. Okay.
All right, anything else? All right, we need a motion to adjourn.
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
All right.
Second.
Motion made and seconded, we adjourn. Ms. Kim?
Councilwoman Emmett?
Aye.
Councilman Hucks?
Aye.
Councilman Five?
Aye.
Councilman Southall? Councilwoman Bunting?
Aye.
Vice Mayor Freeman?
Aye.
So,
All right.
Mr. Mayor, the motion carried by a vote of 7-0.
All right, we are adjourned.